Hey guys, what is going on and welcome to another Fortnite Battle Royale video here on the channel where today Superman has finally arrived. It is July 11th, you can now get him and all his cosmetics from in the Battle Pass, and you can also get to play as him in-game if you are lucky. So, Superman is sharing his knowledge and his power with the Academy students. Only one can harness the Superman call and wield his flight, heat vision and super punch to turn the tide of battle. So, we're used to these now. Where a little bit like the Doom and the Godzilla and the Star Destroyer things, you can only get one of these per game. If you are the lucky person that gets it, you get pretty powered up, I must admit. But that is not so much the purpose of today's video, because it's probably going to be quite hard to get that. The quests. It's annoying this time. We don't have any quests that are going to give you any XP, a little bit like last season where we had Midas's quests to get his rewards, but then we had some Golden Gunslinger quests to get XP. We don't have that this time. We just have the earn account levels and you'll get rewards. It is 2 levels per reward, up to 24 levels required. If you're already level 200, don't worry, continuing to level up past that will get you what you want. And obviously some of the rewards are free, there's only 4 that are free, and that is the rewards at level 4, 10, 16 and 22. So we'll cover those as we go through, but yeah, there's the daily flight glider. The next one, the loading screen or the confrontation, is a free pass one. The next free pass one on this page is the cape bat bling itself, and then once you've got your 12 levels you can unlock Superman if you haven't already got him. Some people obviously bought the pack to get early access to him. Then on the second page he's got his emote and a few more cosmetics. The banner icon at level 16 is a free pass one, and the other free pass one is the pickaxe for the 22nd level that you get, the Crystal Smasher. So you can get that after 22 levels if you are on the free side. And then for your 24th level you will get the pen and ink style of Superman. So without further ado, let's jump into the game and see if we can experience the Superman's call. Maybe not get it, but let's see if we can see it. So as we spawn in, I just wanted to showcase, on my marker is where the Fortress of Solitude will be. It is not there yet though. The Fortress of Solitude will be arriving in Tuesday's update on the 15th. So obviously when that comes in, we'll get some new weekly quests as well. We might get some Superman quests for XP at that point, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. But when that does happen, obviously we will cover that here on the channel as well. But for now, let's see if we can experience Superman. Nothing like using a car to knock someone off of the dam. It does seem like a lot of people are landing around Foxy Floodgate at the moment, potentially because of it being good. But yes, Foxy Floodgate, it does seem to be a very busy location at the moment for some reason. Possibly because of it being central, might be because of people landing here thinking that that might be their best location to land for the quest, well, for the Superman thing. But yeah, I've played 4 games now, every one I've got about an 80th, so potentially this might be your best location, but at the same time expect people to put up a fight if you're landing here. You might struggle to actually stay alive. So here I am going into my 8th game. Really just not having any luck staying alive for some reason. All the sweat's out in force today. So do keep that in mind. Good luck if you're trying to get this. But I'm sure you guys want to know when it spawns, how it works, things like that. So, a little bit like the Godzilla one, it spawns just during or just after the first storm circle has closed. So, either when it's closing or just after. It will spawn in a random location within the circle, you have no idea where, and it has a 50% chance of spawning at the moment, which is for all intents and purposes, quite a high drop rate for one of these things. They normally have much scarcer rates, so 50% isn't bad. It's also worth noting then that when it does spawn, if you don't get the Superman thing yourself, you can still get a special reward, because whoever deals the most damage to Superman will receive a special boon, which will give you basically like a speed boost to make you even faster, which I know a lot of people will probably appreciate that boon. So people might be going for Superman, trying to get the kill so that they can get that extra boon, that extra little bit of a speed boost. But for now, let's skip forward a little bit and see if we can get it to spawn. And so coincidentally, this is the one game I've actually managed to stay alive long enough, and the Superman thing hasn't spawned, but it would have spawned by now, so when Cause Arena is here, it should have spawned by that point. If it hasn't, then you're likely not getting it that game. So I guess let's finish this game up and go straight into another one, shall we? So folks, this game, Superman's Call, has appeared, and it does appear to be over by Foxy Floodgate, which might back up what I said earlier about why everybody seems to be landing over there. We're going to head over there, see if we can get it, but I almost incredibly doubt it, but, you know, we'll make our way over. And even if we don't get it ourselves, I'm sure we can always be the one to try and battle Superman. Let's head on over as quick as we can. Yeah, it sort of takes a little bit of time to land, but it does seem like people just sort of wait there for it to land. When it lands, all they have to do is grab it, and once they grab it, they can fly directly up into the sky and become Superman, who can now fly around. They have heat vision, they have a lot of health. It's kind of scary. Killing them might not be the most easy of things to do. But yeah, deal damage to him and you get this brand new boon, which is the Surging Speed boon. Sprint faster and consume less stamina. Sprint very fast from rank S, so the upgraded version just makes you sprint even quicker. Superman, it should be noted, is marked on the map. My game has just completely black screened, but yeah, Superman is marked on the map. So it seems the power of Superman was so strong it completely crashed my game, which is slightly annoying. But that boon, it seems you actually got it just for dealing some damage. You didn't actually need to deal the most damage, which is interesting, because I was under the assumption that you had to be the highest damage dealer, but maybe you don't. So does that, which is weird. Maybe you just have to get like 100 or 150 damage dealt or something. Who knows? I mean, I wasn't close enough for his health bar to actually come up on the screen, so there is that. We'll try again, see if we can see it a little bit clearly. Potentially. So folks, it appears that Superman's Call is actually spawning in again in this game. It's spawning in a lot closer to me. And the key point about it spawning in closer to me is that it actually spawned in earlier this game than it did last game, so there's that, which is interesting, I guess. So we're going to try and see if we can get it. I'm not guaranteeing we will, but fingers crossed we can. And just like that, we are Superman. I can't believe I've actually got it. Only took me 9 or 10 games, but we are Superman. So now you can sort of fly around whatever way you want, have a little bit of fun. Your health does decay slowly over time, just so that way you can't be immortal as Superman for the whole game. because that might cause anger if that was a thing. You do have the punch ability as well as the laser vision. Though I must say, it's doesn't seem as OP as previous spawning mythics. In fact, if anything, I think this might be the weakest one we've ever had. I'm not saying necessarily that that was a bad thing, but it just didn't seem to deal a lot of damage. That laser vision, I believe, only dealt 7 damage to people, which is insanely low. So, like, it's gonna be an interesting one to give it a proper good try. Obviously, I will try and get it again and cover it here on the channel, but let's skip forward a little bit further. So, I mean, I've thought about one big problem, though, that you do have if you get the Superman thing, and that is you then can't get the boon, because boons don't drop when you kill someone. So that does mean that you have a disadvantage when you lose the Superman thing. You won't have that speed boon, and you won't be able to get it either. So, in a way, that might be a disadvantage, because obviously the Superman thing, you aren't going to be able to keep it all game. You're only going to be able to keep it for, I think, maybe till the 3rd Storm Circle. So you're definitely not going to be having it in the top 10. And that's probably the point where an extra boon would be really useful. So maybe it's more of a gimmick one for once. A lot of people have said in the past that they were worried that they might be too powerful. For example, the Doom one, you always got it really late in the game, so by the time that you got it, it would basically win you the game. It was also incredibly powerful, almost impossible to counter. It was a very, very strong spawning mythic. The Godzilla one, I mean, it was early in the game, and it also only lasted like 1 or 2 circles, but it did deal a lot of damage. You could flatten multiple POIs. You could flatten at least 2 POIs with that. So, like, in that sense, it was extremely powerful, and you could get quite a few kills with it. I think the Superman one, I think my main reason why I say it's being the weakest is that heat vision just didn't seem to deal a lot of damage, and there's a long cooldown on the punch. So, like, the actual the actual like weapon from it that you're almost relying on is not frequent enough to make enough of a difference. And then the one that you can use more of doesn't deal enough damage to make a difference. So it sort of leaves you in an almost impossible situation in that regard. It's going to be interesting to see if people can use it really effectively. Personally, I don't know if I can. Having seen my own gameplay of it, I worry that this might not be the one for me. But jumping game, give it a good try for yourself, of course. I mean, my personal review is based on me and the way I play the game. You guys might play it differently, and that might work out well for you. So jump in, give it a try yourselves, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. With all that said and done, guys, that is the new Superman lookup mini update hotfix thing here in Fortnite. So if you found the video informative, enjoyable and fun to watch, please give me a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.